ngabuza ukuthi sokutheni. Siyabonga Sheza, I see you. District lady 27,000 abantu 27,000 imizi after the 2022 census. Njengoba nikwazi ukuthi after every 10 years senze i-census ukubala kwemizi lonyaka.
Dangi Patoten, Yabo Nitwan Lennon, PMG Pasai uyikatankata uyisikwanta oyanga Chief Maduna Dambisamahubo Mafu umalobana naphakathi umafu umkonjele umthikani usonqaba ubugonyama uthi wala wawisa ekuzela teknekte moto sithi bayethe kodwa yomuntu bayethe intaba enkulu isihlahla somthunzi umanqanqela ngqunqulu sithi bayethe kodwa wena bakuvalela edele waphenduka ikhiye inkwanya bayethe inkwanyane yesilo wena wasola amabala WhatsApp inkosi tekubloka wakhala bloka ngoba uligugu ngokugudla wakhala ilitututembisheti otha sithi bayethe godlwayo amalala ndawone umalobala luphakathi sithi
Listen, Joe. Simchale ni Zanda.
Sibuthene ukugcotshwa kwendona yethu uDambisamahubo Mafu. Ngibelethu elide leli ijaha sikhonza sonke. Yikho namhla ngizemkhumbuza izinto eziningi esizifundileyo sazikhuluma sindawonye laye. Ukuthi alibana engabamba lokho kwaphakamisa uSolomon laye kungamsiza ukuhamba ngezindlela ezikaJehova uNkulunkulu esethe cela ofuna ukuthi ngikuphe khona. iBhayibheli lithi kazicelelanga okwakhe, kazicelelanga inotho, kazicelelanga ukuphila iminyaka emide, kodwa wacela ukuthi enze kuhle, aphathe kuhle abantu abangabantu bakaNkulunkulu. Ngiyazibuza ukuthi alibana kwakuyimi ngicelwa ngangiza celani. Lawe ungazibuza ukuthi nxa kunguwe wawungacela wawuzacelana. Kodwa ngiyakwazi ukuthi inengi lethu endawaneni zonke ubunengi bakho sizicelela thina ukuthokozisa thina. Kodwa uSolomon wacela lokho okuzathokozisa uNkulunkulu. Nguchiya ke njengengqobe kumfowethu uDambisamahubo. Ekhangele emuva from 1896 njengoba nasibala imbali. Lapho kusukela ubuqhawe bemuli yakoMafu. Kambe zizakwanela yini lezi zihlangu zalapho ovela khona? Nxa sihamba sikhangela thina sizabe sikulinganisa lalapho elidabuka khona from 1896 kuze fika namhlanje. Sithi yena kambe uyahamba yini emanyathelweni abokhokho bakhe, aboyisemkhulu, emanyathelweni akayise? Kungaba kuhle nxa khona lokho kungaphumelela. Kasikhothamiseni amakhanda sikhuleka. Siyakubonga uNkulunkulu olungileyo namhlanje kuseni ukuthi usiphe ithuba lokuba ingxenye yalo umcimbi omkhulu. Siyabonga Baba langaleli jaha osiphe lona, silinikela kuwe lo msebenzi olibizele kuwo, angazikhangeli yena kodwa intokozo yakhe ibe kulokhu Nkosi yami okuzaba isibusiso ebantwini asebenza phakathi kwabo. Moya wakhe azehlise azi ukuthi uyinceku yokusebenzela abantu abangabakho. Simnikela kuwe lemuli yakhe labo bonke abamncedisayo ezinhlangothini zonke babothembekileyo ukuthi ngezikhathi zonke uzakhangela la kuwe. Lanxa kungavela ubuzima siyakukholwa ukuthi uzabiza futhi lakho igama ukuze athole ukuqondiswa, anelise ukwazi okuhle lokubi, enze kuphela lokho okuza kuthokozisa wena. Sinikela konke kuwe ngegama lenkosi lomsindisi uJesu siyakhuleka. Amen.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to Matabele South Province, the Rainbow Province, and in particular to the installation ceremony of the new incumbent of the Maduna chieftainship, Chief Dambisamahubo Mafu of the Avoca area in Insiza district. I would like to extend a special welcome to our esteemed guest of honor, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe and First Secretary of the ruling party ZANU-PF, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, our honorable vice presidents, and our esteemed traditional leaders from various provinces. Your Excellency, I wish to thank you for making time to grace this auspicious occasion. This is the first time in our province to witness a head of state attending and officiating at the installation ceremony of a chief. Ladies and gentlemen, the installation of Chief Maduna signifies the restoration of social, cultural values and development of Godwayo as a community. As the saying goes, a people without a leader are like sheep without a shepherd. In essence, under the present context, this means that the absence of a traditional leader in a community results in all social ills, such as crime, illegal settlement, violence, and environmental degradation, just to mention a few. Ladies and gentlemen, traditionally a vital cog in our society, and that cannot be undermined. This is clearly spelled out in our Constitution of the Republic of Zimbabwe under Chapter 15, where the functions of traditional leaders are pronounced in Section 282. The realization and achievement of Vision 2030, as enunciated by our President, has its foundations based on the upholding of cultural values, traditions, history, and heritage of our communities as people of Zimbabwe. Abantu beZimbabwe, Vanu bemuZimbabwe. The economic development initiatives undertaken in this province, coupled with the principles and fundamentals entrusted with our esteemed traditional leaders, will guide us on a growth trajectory towards an empowered and prosperous Rainbow Province. Your Excellency, allow me to sincerely thank you on behalf of the people of Matabele South Province, and indeed on my own behalf, for speedily appointing Chief Maduna, who is succeeding his late father, the late Chief Maduna. My gratitude also goes to the Minister of Local Government and Public Works, the National Council of Chiefs, and the Matabele South Assembly of Chiefs for all the processes and due diligence done leading towards this great day today. Ladies and gentlemen, this province is endowed with a lot of natural resources, tourist attraction centers, areas with special cultural and historical meanings. These need to be harnessed, explored, and preserved so that they can bring economical gain to the people of Matabele and South. This can only be done through the influence and help of the traditional leaders who are the custodians and culture and know the cultural values of Matabele and South Province. It is my fervent hope that the new Chief Maduna will quickly follow in the steps of his predecessor and lead the people of Godwayo with dignity towards an envisioned prosperous society. I encourage all of us here present to give him all the necessary support and respect as he officially discharges his constitutional duties. Ladies and gentlemen, with these few remarks, may I once again make you feel welcome. Please be at liberty to enjoy the rest of the day. Sithi amhlophe kubaba uMathai unkonjeni makorokoto. Congratulations.
Ngiphiwe imvumo lapha ngicele ukuthi upresident welizwe bantu benkosi azenyathela umhlabathi kaGodlwayo wonalo kuyamangalisa. Yikho sithini sonke abantu kuyasithokozisa okumangalisayo ngalokho akwenzileyo. Ngithi mina uGodlwayo uthi kusukela namhla elinye ibizo lakhe selingungangezwe. Ukuthi kwenzakale isimanga esingaka esihle kangaka kuthi ukuthi leli jaha elisikhangeleyo emfilabuso umnumzana uJusa usebenze okumangalisayo linto ayenzileyo livela kanci. Siyamupha la elinye igama sithi inkunzi mavava. Inkunzi umavava. Sengikhulumile kudala sebezwile abadala ngcono ngisukelela ngizasukela kumthikana ovela kumbe owazalwa nguDambisamahubo kaMkhatshana. Ngemva kwakhe kwasekusiza uMaduna. uMaduna ezalwa ngudadewabo kaBhengubhengu uloBhengula. Intombi le kwakuthiwa nguMakhwa. Yikho uMakhwa nguye ozala ixhegu lethu lelane lilaphana enyoni uMaduna. uMaduna yena wayathatha le komathema ujama kaNomi. Wathi efika lapha koMafu umama wahle waba yindlunkulu. Waza zala uMaduna elithi ngusikhathi, njalo lina lapha lelisithi ngumayeza aphenduka. Umayeza aphenduka ke uMaduna sedlule yena wayathatha kohlongwane. Kohlongwane lapha wazibula ngovezi, uvezi indaba. Liyamkhumbula. Walandelwa welanywa intombi. Ikhona intombi kuleyani indlu lapha yana udadewabo kaVezi. Yikho ke ngemva kokubusa kukaVezi ongasekho bantu, uVezi yena wayathatha kompala idabula ngubo zikaVezi indaba kumama uMampala nguDambisamahubo, hayi okaMkhatshana, hayi nguDambisamahubo kaVezi indaba, umagodla imfihlo kagodlwayo. Wathi sebuyela ke umama esiyatshengisa abakibo ijaha leli uDambisamahubo esiyaphinda imkhondo. Wathi esebuya esesiza lapha kithi esehamba lomthanyelo wakhe. Anti liyakuzwa lokho? Umthanyelo wakhe ngumama omncinyane. Sathokoza kakhulu. Lakhathi singumama omncane osele esesondla abantwana, umama omdala esebhubhile. Yikho siyakhuleka kungangezwe ukuthi ungathi lumbuso ungaqhubekela phambili, umsekele laye abe ezecupha lapha abafana okumele bagcina ilizwe lakithi.
Because this has never happened since independence, that a president is here to install a chief, and the president is accompanied by his vice presidents and I stand here to request you, Your Excellency, to request the Vice President and Minister of Health and Child Care, Dr. Chiwenga, who is here with his wife, Mkwenyana Walapa. That is his first accolade, but he's a general. He's a full general who has accompanied his president to come and install a chief here, Kogoldwayo. Vice President Chiwenga is not only a general, but he is vice president of the ruling party, ZANU-PF, and second secretary of that same party. He is not just vice president of the ruling party, he is vice president of the country. And Your Excellency, may I request that the vice president comes to introduce you and to make his remarks.
It is indeed a great pleasure for me to be part of this important gathering to witness the installation ceremony of Mr. Dambisamahubo Mafu as Chief Maduna.
Uthi yena uyathokoza ukuthi abe kula lapho sigcotsha khona induna yethu ubaba uDambisamahubo Mafu.
I will ask somebody to do istemo.
Uthi uzacela kuyenza izangelo mbe istemo zakoMathayi. Mathayi Nkonjeni. Mawanda. Ensele. Okalinda Mkondo.
Sino Mzilikazi. Mayeza apenduka. Amafu awalingani ayapenduka. Nangu wangu noma ingusuye.
Sichayeni impululu.
I also have the privilege of introducing a very important person who is our guest of honor at this grand occasion.
Uyabonga ukuthi unikwe ithuba ukuthi azoveza umhlonitshwa ophakathi kwethu.
However, allow me to say a few words about the importance of that our guest of honor attaches to the institution of chieftainship.
Uthi wothi ngilinandisele ukuthi yena umhlonitshwa wethu ukaqhakathesa unganani ugatsha kumbe izinduna zethu.
The guest of honor is proud to be a product of grooming that was grounded in solid traditional values, beliefs, and culture. He respects the institution of traditional leadership as it nurtured him to appreciate the concept of peaceful coexistence and good neighborliness.
Umhlonitshwa wethu laye wakhuliswa ngamasiko ngendlela ehlezi ngayo abantu phinde njalo uyahlonipha izinduna zethu ngoba laye yiko bamkhulisayo phinde njalo athi uyaqhakathisa ukuthi baphile ndawonye kube lokuthula lokuzwanana.
Our guest of honor today understood the umbilical relationship between him and the land of his birth from quite a young, tender age. His great-grandfather, Mubengo, as a youngster, worked in the homestead of King Muzirikazi.
Uthi yena umhlonitshwa wethu uyinzalo yakule indawo ngoba laye ukho wakhe uMbengo waye ngumunye wezisebenzi zenduna ubaba uMzilikazi.
As he grew up, he joined King Lobengula Simbizo Regiment under the command of General Mchane Kumaro, who gallantly fought and defeated Alan Wilson's patrol at the Battle of Pupu some 127 years ago.
Umbengo laye waba umunye ilunga lebutho likaLobhengula Imbizo Regiment. Waba ngaphansi kukhokheli iqhawe umtshane Khumalo. Laye walwa waba phakathi kwempi eyalwiwa ePhupu lapho waba khona phakathi kwempi ePhupu lapho kwabulawa ubaba uAllen Wilson ngomunye wabantu abayi 127 years ago.
Our guest of honor, therefore, belongs to the dominion of indunas and fighters. He himself, by virtue of his birthright, is Chief Mapanzure.
Umhlonitsha wethu laye usuka ezinduneni yikho laye ehlonipha izinduna ngoba laye ungaphansi kukababa uChief uMapanzure.
Similarly, taking a leaf from the exploits of his great-grandfather, our guest of honor joined others in waging the war of liberation against those who had forcibly taken our land.
Umhlonitsha wakhe laye wathatha kubokhokho bakhe laye walwa impi ukuthi akhiphe amakhiwa ayebathethi ilizwe lethu ngodlakela.
As a nation, we continue to be humbled by the consistent respect that he accords our traditional leaders as custodian of our culture, national harmony, and social cohesion.
Lathi siyabonga ukuthi umhlonitsha wethu uyaqhakathisa kakhulu izinduna zethu ukuthi zibe yizo ezikhangele zemvelo ezemvelo lokuthula lokuzwanana lamasiko ethu.
I wish to thank God and the ancestors of our country for anointing him to lead us, lead the people of Zimbabwe.
Uyabonga uNkulunkulu ukuthi wasinikeza umhlonitsha wethu ukuthi asikhokhele njengelizwe eleZimbabwe.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the guest of honor is happy that traditional leaders respect the people. The guest of honor is happy that traditional leaders respect the people and in turn are respected by the people whom they lead.
Uthi yena umhlonitsha wethu uyathaba kakhulu ngoba izinkokheli zethu izinduna zethu ziyahlonipha abantu labo abantu bayazihlonipha.
That symbiotic relationship must always exist. This is why the guest of honor is an ardent advocate of servant leadership. It means any form of leadership, including traditional, should come from the people and work for the people.
Uthi kuzwana khonoko kuqhakathekile ende kumele kube kukhona kubeke kusiya phambili. Laye umuntu othi yena abantu kumele bakhokhele ngendlela eqondileyo and leadership kumbe inkokhelo ezikhokhelayo kumele zikwenze ngendlela ekuthakazelelwa ngabantu labo abantu bethakazela khonoko.
Under the leadership of our guest of honor, government has managed to devolve power to distribute national resources to its lower tiers through the devolution agenda.
Kuvele kukhokheleni kwakhe uhulumende sekhiphile izimali lalokhu ukuthi kube kusetshenziswa labantu abahlezi kuma district lendaweni ezijiyeneyo.
This is also in sync with the National Development Strategy 1, where traditional leaders are mandated to be active participants in deciding what is economically best for the communities they lead.
Uthi yena lokhu kuhambelana lo mcijo ukuzama ukuthuthukisa ilizwe lethu esiubiza ukuthi National Development Strategy number 1 lapho izinkokheli kumbe izinduna zikhangelelwe ukuthi lazo zibe ngabanye ababe ncedisa ukuthi umphakathi ungathuthukiswa njani bezikhokhela umphakathi nalowo.
Our guest of honor appreciates that traditional leaders are chosen by their own clans in accordance with their customary traditions and norms. Therefore, I wish to respectfully remind all our traditional leaders of the wise proverb that mambo ndimambo pamsaka pedunu nevanhu varo ingosi ngabantu.
Uthi yena umhlonitsha wethu aqhakathisa kakhulu indlela enzwa amakhosi akhethwe nayo kusetshenziswa amasiko lendlela esihlezi ngayo ngomkhuba wethu ngoba khonokho imuli lemuli yabe kulandelela yikho esithi inkosi ngabantu.
As I conclude my remarks, I wish to highlight to this gathering that the country will be conducting its harmonized general elections this year. Our guest of honor believes that we can successfully run these elections in peace, unity, love, and harmony.
Uthi ngiqeda inkulumo yami ngifuna ukulikhumbuza ukuthi lo nyaka kuzaba ukhetho nalolu umhlonitsha wethu ukholwa ukuthi ukhetho lolu kumele kuyenze kulokuthula lokuzwanana.
We need to appreciate that we belong to one country and therefore are one big family. There is no sense in perpetrating violence for the sake of political expedience. Let us love each other and respect the call by our guest of honor to remain a peace-loving, united people who live together in harmony. At this juncture, allow me to humbly invite the guest of honor, who is none other than the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, His Excellency, Comrade Dr. Emmerson Mnangagwa, to address us and the nation at large.
Wanigini kanda wanqapha wathubela watsaka mathe wangeniga wawungaphethe ngube esandleni sasiphekwe savuthwa isishwala zazendlelwe izingubo baba awaze wakunaka lokho wakhetha ukuthubela ungena iganga wawela imfula lezifudlana usiyadinga yona liZimbabwe wakhwela izintaba lamaqaqa onyoka labofezela baze bakuluma kodwa laba ngabangane onyoka lamakhanka angikhulumi ngabompisi hayi ngikhuluma ngawe baba Zimbabwe wahlutshwe egangeni umntana ebhunu wazenzela umathanda phezu komzimba wakho abafowenu kodwa waze wakhathala wakwazi okujongileyo ukuletha iZimbabwe washaywa wahlutshwa wavalelwa emajele awazi wakhathala uhlukunyezwe usenza njalo namhlanje unwele zimpunga ezimnyama zasale egangeni udinga yona liZimbabwe iluhlaza ithe tshoko namhlanje yimsebenzi yezandla zakho yisibindi senu baba Mnangagwa ngithi bayethe uliqhawe qho ujame kwezepolitika amanye ngamaqhawe ngembhobho lemkhonto kodwa wena ngezenzo kungemazwi ngikhuluma nawe baba Shumba baba Mrapu. Ngithi bayethe uliqhawe qho. Ngithi bayethe ngikhuluma kanje amadlozi akogodlwa yajabule. Ngisho bona Nyongolo labo Jason ziyaphapha. Kuthi ophezulu kushayela ihlombi. Ngoba ungubaba ongelabandlululo. Ngikhuluma kanje izifiso zabashiya zazi ezabadala ngikhulumi. Ungubaba impela. Ngivumele ngikubonge ngeza kwenu. Ngithi eshumba eMrapu engonyama eDawu eVodloza eSokela eJamela uma hambe bheke phansi sengathi unamanhloni nguwe lo udlongolozela undlundlu odlele egedleni njengesilo umhwabho zethule ecingweni uzose nguwe lo bongabesabe Vodloza esaswela amabala sabike enkosini kwathi ngozwelo saphiwa mhlophe labomvu ngawubukhosi babuphuwa ngemzimba ngawo ndlovu labo bhejane yiwo amakhosi kodwa ngoba ngokwegazi ngithi liqhawe qho yikho kukwakho ngonyama ngithi bayethe your excellency you are most welcome. Insizwa is blessed to host you today. We are privilegedly great honored to share in your vision. A vision of empowering our people through education. A great vision of leaving no one behind in your development agenda. Thank you, say Baba Zimbabwe. Be at home, don't feel at home. Thank you, Mphathi wohlelo. Ngiyabonga ithuba endiphiweyo. Ngisakhasa kwezenkondlo. Ngivumeleni ngimpompoloze. Ngichaye mgceke libukele. Nginyenye lapho kugijime khona izintshantsu. Anyenyeze lami lapho kugiye kwagabaza amagabazi. Andambonani lombono yikubona mbamba imike. Futhi andingubu kwanyazibukela nje ngithe ngamkela ubaba ungonyama ngiyabonga.
It is my singular honor and privilege to address you all at this official installation ceremony of Chief Maduna here in Insiza district. I thank you, the Maduna family, for extending an invitation to me to be part of this important gathering.
Ubaba uyabonga phinde anotice ukuthi kulamalunga achiyeneyo akhona phezulu lapha etafuleni lapho kini lapho ehlezi khona athi uyabonga uyathokoza njalo ukuthi abe khona la ngenxa yemuli akomama ekobaba uMaduna ethena ezoyenza umsebenzi lo.
On behalf of the people and government of Zimbabwe, and indeed on my own behalf and family, I want to congratulate the Maduna clan on the installation of Mr. Dambisamahubo Mafu, a substantive Chief Maduna. Amhlophe.
Uthi amhlophe kubaba uDambisamahubo lemuli lalabo bakoMaduna bonke leskinti sakhe sonke uthi amhlophe.
The Maduna chieftainship is passed down from father to the eldest son. It derives its roots from the Nguni tribe who migrated from South Africa in the 1850s, led by Dambisamahubo Mafu, the great-great-grandfather of Chief Maduna today, as the Gold Loyal Regiment leader, settling first in the Malungwane area, Mzingwane. The Maduna clan later moved to the Nyoni area in Insiza district, where they are still settled up to this day. The Maduna chieftainship was established around 1880 with Umtikani Mafu, who commanded the Spear Battalion of the Gold Loyal Regiment, being the first Chief Maduna. He was also married to King Lobengula's sister, Makwakumalo. At his demise, the chieftaincy was handed down to his eldest son, Dambisamahubo Mafu, and then to Sikhathi Jimmy Mafu in March 1936. During this time, the pioneer column had settled in Matebeleland, and the incumbent chief was subjected to the racist colonial white settler regime. This period was also characterized by arbitrary removals, suspensions, and restatements of chiefs across the country by the colonialists. Following the death of Chief Sikhathi Jimmy Mafu in 1969, local chiefs, headmen, and elders decreed that Chief Maduna Mafu, his firstborn son, becomes the acting chief. He was subsequently confirmed on 7 July 1974. During his tenure, he was arrested and detained due to his strong views, collectivism, and resistance to colonial rule. He suffered the same fate as his father, who was constantly subjected to indiscriminate suspensions and removals by the oppressive white minority administration. After independence, our government of majority rule reappointed him to substantive Chief Maduna on 5th August 1980. Today, we honor and pay tribute to the late Chief Maduna, who passed on 13 February 2021, for his consistency and persistence in the fight against colonial rule to bring about dignity and independence for our people. May his soul continue to rest in eternal peace. The late Chief Elder was appointed as acting chief in keeping with their succession culture and tradition. The family selected Dambisamahubo Mafu to be substantive Chief Maduna 23rd January 2023. I commend you for the smooth and the swift manner with which you handled this matter. So I say to you, the new chief, I am a close friend of your father. If you make any mistakes, I'll beat you.
Uthi yena ngumngane wakho ungaba lephutha nzakukhatha.
The new chief was born in the Kaizen Godloyo communal lands in Insiza. Chief Maduna is the holder of a chartered accounting certificate from the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administration of Southern Africa and a diploma in education from Hillside Teachers College. He is highly educated.
Induna yethu wazalwa kogodlayo kogodlayo nguye futhi wafunda waqeqetsha wabamba eze account ezemali waba njalo wayenza eze kumanezeza administration ufundile undoda lo waba ngutitsha njalo.
He served our country in the education sector where he taught in several schools, including at St. Joseph's, where I was last month, and also worked at companies such as Netcom Solutions, World Vision South Africa, Mattech Motors, and the Wool's Groove, where pottery. He held senior managerial positions in some of these companies as accounting manager, as well as finance and human resources manager. Following his retirement, he is now an established farmer here in Insiza, and from today, the leader and the chief of the Godloyo people.
Wasebenza kugatsha lwezemfundo wafundisa ezikoleni eziningi kugoqela isikolo seSt Joseph lapho kade ngikhona umongameli kade khona iviki edluleyo wasebenza emakampanini alandelayo uNetcom Solutions, World Vision South Africa, Amtech Motors, Wool Roofs, Way Pottery. Laye wake waba ngomunye wama-manager kwezindaweni eziningi esiba ngumanager okhangele okomnotho wecompany ezemali accounting manager ekhangela ngezabantu human resource manager. Khonokho kutshengisa uyinkokheli yikho namhlanje eyinkokheli ephinde abe yinduna.
Traditional leaders are a vital and important component and a key institutional component in development, as they nurture people-driven and grassroots innovations with regards to improving the quality of lives of communities. I therefore have full confidence in you, young chief, that you shall lead your people in development in your own communities.
Izinkokheli zomdabu ziqhakatheke kakhulu kwindaba zokuthuthukisa izigaba lakho balomlando okukhokhela abantu abahlezi ezigabeni ukuthi labo bathuthuke kuyenza ukuthi impilo zabo zibe zinhle babe lempilo enhle. Njalo mina njengomongameli ngiyakholwa ukuthi uchief wethu osasemutsha uzakhokhela ngendlela eqondileyo ukuthi izigaba zithuthuke.
My dear young chief, regard me as your father. I'll guide you.
Nduna yami, ngicela ungibone njengobaba, lami ngizakuqondisa ngikukhokhele kuhle.
Your rich background and a wealth of experience will undoubtedly see you quickly acquaint yourself to national constitution of our republic, the Traditional Leaders Act, and the Rural District Act as some of the source documents which impact on the duties and roles of traditional leaders. These should be your tools of trade.
Ngolwazi lolo lujileyo ngokusebenza okusendaweni ezitshiyeneyo ngiyabona ungumuntu ozafunda masinya ukwenza ukuthi uzwisise iconstitution, umthetho we-Traditional Leaders Act, lo mthetho we-Rural District Councils Act, ukwenzela ukuthi usebenze kuhle ngoba khonokho yikho okumele ukusebenzise nga ukhokhela abantu uthuthukisa isigaba.
As we journey together towards the realization of Vision 2030, my government is championing and promoting development programs and projects that no one and no place is left behind in Zimbabwe.
Sikhangela umbono welizwe okuthiwa nguVision 2030. Uhulumende wami ukhangelele ukuthi kuzaba le inhlelo ezijiyeneyo ezizayenza ukuthi izigaba lezigaba zithuthuke. Sikhangela inhloso ukuthi no one should be left behind.
More importantly, as an ex-officio member of the Insiza Road District Council, I trust that Chief Madunas will be a motivation and provide requisite guidance in the implementation of initiatives under the devolution and decentralization programs of central government.
Njengelunga elekhansili ngikhangelele ukuthi uzaba ngomunye uzabe ukukhuthaza uphinde njalo ukhokhele abantu ukuthi bangayenza njani. Sikhangele inhloso ye-devolution lokuthuthukiswa kwezigaba ukuthi kuthuthuke.
My dear young chief and son, the concerns of the community must always be advanced and given priority, not your personal needs.
Nduna yami, izifiso zabantu zomphakathi yizo kumele ziqhakathiswe kakhulu lazo sifakwe esigabeni esiphezulu no kungabi izifiso zakho wena wedwa.
It is through you, traditional leaders, that government is brought closer to the communities So you are a critical, important institution in the governing architecture of our country.
Njengegatsha lwezinduna liqhakatheke kakhulu ngoba yini eliyenza ukuthi uhulumende abeseduzane labantu. Ngakho nokho kuqhakatheke kakhulu ngoba lingabanye abakhangela ukuthi i-development kumbe ukuthuthuka kwezigaba kube khona ezigabeni zethu.
This reinforces community resilience encouraged by our traditional leaders who are the custodians of our land, our culture, and natural resources ornaments of our beloved motherland, Zimbabwe.
Konoko kutshengisa ukuthi liqhakatheke kakhulu ukuthi esigabeni yini likhangele ezemvelo okomhlabathi lalokho okukhona phansi khonapha ukuthi ilizwe lesithuthuke.
I urge all government departments, ministries, agencies of government, including rural district councils, among other development partners, I urge them to work closely with traditional leaders.
Sikhangelele injongo ekahulumende uhamba ndawonye ukuthuthukisa isigaba. Ngiyakhuthaza ugatsha lokahulumende izingatsha zikahulumende labanye abakhangele kwe-development kugoqela ama-rural district council ama-council ethu ukuthi basebenze ndawonye kanye lezinkokeli zomdabu.
Insizwa district has great potential in livestock, crop farming, and mining, among other sectors. I therefore urge the traditional leadership in these communities to rally their efforts together to increase production and productivity among our people. Nyika inovakwa nevayo, ilizwe lakhiwa labanikazi balo.
Insizwa district ilalo ithuba lokuthi ithuthuke kakhulu sikhangelele komnotho wayo, izifuyo, ukulima, lekwemigodi, okwama-mines, kwisikhangelama ezinye indawo. Lakho nokho ngiyakhuthaza abakhokheli bezomdabu ukuthi basebenze ndawonye ukuthi sikuthuthukiswe ngalezi indawo ezitshiyeneyo sikhangela umnotho wale district. Ilizwe liyakhiwa ngabanikazi balo.
On our part, government is making sure that our natural resources benefit all the people of our country.
Sikhangelele njengohulumende ukuthi enhlelweni zethu abantu abahleze endaweni ezitsheni bathuthukiswe baphinde labo bathole kumnotho nalo ohleze endaweni zabo lizwe jikelele.
As we celebrate today the installation of Chief Maduna, I call upon communities to continue protecting our natural resources and ensuring that customary law is preserved.
Sijabula namhlanje sithokozela into esenza namhlanje ukugcotshwa kwenduna. Ngiyalikhuthaza njengomphakathi ukuthi vikelanini inotho yenu njalo livikelele amasiko lemkhuba yenu ukuthi isigaba sethu sithuthuke.
Foreign practices, including crime, deviant behavior, as well as drug and substance abuse, are posing a threat to the moral fabric of our society. To this end, communities, families, churches, and schools are urged to be at the forefront in our quest for the restoration, preservation, and protection of our societal, cultural, and moral fiber of our great country, Zimbabwe.
Singakhangela imkhuba eyaphandle egoqela ubugqili lokwenza izenzo ezingakhangelelwayo izidakamizwa lokho kuyenza ukuthi umphakathi wethu udilike amasiko ethu adilike izinto zidilike. Ngikhuthaza njalo lina njengomphakathi izimuli abezenkonzo abezikolo ukuthi libe yini elikhokhelayo ukuyenzela ukuthi amasiko lemvelo lenhlelo kahle yethu kungadilizwa ngoba khonoko sokuyenza ukuthi kubulaleke okunengi. Kodwa lina yini kumele libone ukuthi isiko izenzo zethu lobuntu bethu njengeZimbabwe buyagcinwa bungadiliki.
The foreign practice in Western countries or any other country besides our country, where they say that children should not be beaten. Let me tell you this. We are where we are here today because our parents made us follow custom and tradition. And if we didn't disobey,
imikhuba evela phetsheya eyokuthi abantwana akabakhathwa beqondiswa ngumthetho ongayisuwo. Ngicelani ngilicebise ukuthi thina sibe lapha esikhona namhlanje safika lapha ngenxa yokuthi lathi sasikhathwa siqondiswa. So lami ngiyakhuthaza ukuthi ontanga labo abaphambukayo kumasiko lendlela zethu abakhathwe kabatshaywe baqonde.
As we do so, I'm confident that Chief Maduna Dambisamahubo Mafu will provide the requisite leadership, guidance, and wisdom, as well as encouragement and motivation to the people under your jurisdiction. This includes nurturing the culture of patriotism, peace. Teach our children to be patriotic about their country, to love peace, to love unity, harmony, to like each other and to respect their elders. This is why today, Chief, you are being installed because your parents, your grandfathers had a custom which they followed. And the young people who deviated,
ngakho nokho ubukhokheli bakonduna lokuqondisa abantu lolulwazi olujileyo ngikhangelele ukuthi umphakathi uzawukhuthaza ongaphansi kwawo ukuthi ube ngumphakathi othanda ilizwe lawo, ube ngumphakathi othanda ukuthula lokubambana lothando, khonoko okuyenza ukuthi sithuthuke. Singakhangela ukuthuthuka okukhona lokwenza konke kutshengisa ukuthi isiko lethu kade sisebenzisa ukulalela konke lakho nokho ngikhangele khonoko.
As we approach the upcoming 2023 harmonized general elections, I call upon the people of Insiza and Matabele South Province in general to continue to say no to violence, no to hate speech, no to regionalism and tribalism. We are all Zimbabweans, united by one flag, from Plumtree to Mtare, from Badibri to Chirundu, and with one national anthem, one national flag.
Ngakho nokho sikhangele ukhetho oluzayo luka 2023. Ngiyalikhuthaza abantu beInsiza, abantu beMatabele South. Siyale ukulwisana, siyale udlakela, sibe lothando, siphinde sibe lokuthula. Kungabi lobanjululo, kungabi le tribalism, ngoba siyiZimbabwe inye, sile iflag linye. Kusukela ku Plumtree sisiya eMtare, sukela ku Badibri siya ku Chirundu, siyisizwe sinye.
With these remarks, Zulu, it is now my singular honor and privilege to declare you, Comrade Dambisamahubo Mafu, duly installed as Chief Maduna, and I invite you to come forward for the installation ceremony.
Ngakho nokho Maduna, ngiyakuthi amhlophe, ngiphinde njalo ngithi suqotshiwe okusemthethweni ukuba yinduna uChief Maduna ngakho nokho ngiyakubiza ukuthi uze siyenze umsebenzi suyinduna phakathi kwezinduna. Siyabonga.
God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe.
I request you, the Vice President and the Minister of State for Matabele South to come forward so we can install the
Thank you. Siyabonga. Your Excellency, we now, with your indulgence, request the investiture ceremony for Chief Maduna. The first item of regalia is the gown, great gown with a purple lining, which signifies royalty and judicial functions invested in the chieftainships of Zimbabwe.
Egqokiswa inkosi elombala obomvu nombala oyiphephu. Imbala le itshengisa ubukhosi njalo ukuba semthethweni okugcotshwa kwenduna. Siyabonga.
Now His Excellency is now giving the new chief his new gown as newly appointed Chief Maduna.
Sibona kusenzakala manje, siyabona umongameli welizwe ubaba Mnangagwa egqokisa inkosi yethu ubaba uDambisamahubo Mafu uNkonjeni.
Thank you. The next item of regalia is the half moon. The half moon is the crown for the chief, and it has the Zimbabwean coat of arms, signifying the recognition of traditional leaders by the government of Zimbabwe.
Lokho akugqokiswayo okuyisigombolozi esingaphelelanga esibanjwe ngubaba umoyo ikrown umqhele otshengisa ukuba hayi umbuso usuphiwe kubaba ubaba uMaduna ngokugcweleyo ngokusemthethweni ngoba kulalokho okubizwa kuthiwa yi-coat of arms okuyikho okutshengiselayo ukuba hayi usungokahulumende ngokupheleleyo.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We proceed to give our newly appointed chief the hat in white, which signifies that the chief is the community leader.
Isigqoko lesi senhloko esimhlophe qha sitshengisela ukuba hayi sesilobaba, sitshengisela ukuba sesilenhloko esigabeni sethu koMaduna.
Yamfita sibili.
This one you can announce, people can see.
Your Excellency, the next item of regalia is the name tag. The name tag, so that you can differentiate between who goes you are and the other chiefs in Zimbabwe.
Nasiyani siphangana lesiyana esidengisa ukuba uvele ungubani ubaba kuba lula ukuthi simbone ngaso isikhwangala lesana esibhalwe igama lakhe ukuba uDambisamahubo Maduna.
Thank you. Now Your Excellency, with your indulgence, we now give him the walking stick. Ichimbo, Ipo, Ipapo, Pano Batana, Namatete Gura, Kaenda Kare.
Sikubona manje nasiyana induku indonga yobukhosi emxhumanisa labanyibo abakomafu abakomaduna ukuba abe phakathi kwesigodlo esebenza umsebenzi wakomafu. Induku yiyo esibonisayo kwamanje.
The office is from now up to the time the Creator requires you. Then the next item, Your Excellency, is the Constitution of the Republic of Zimbabwe, so that the chief is guided by the laws of the land.
Okwakathesi sibona isisekelo sombuso esibiza sithi i-Constitution eyiyo ezancedisa inkosi yethu ukuba ingaphambuki isebenze ngokusemthethweni okwaselizweni laseZimbabwe.
Together with the Traditional Leaders Act, so that he is properly guided.
Research.
Ipolisa lenkosi liyafunakala ungadlaleli ikhathana uvele usuphakathi kweofisi.
You can't go around the world with papers. You hold them. Harassing.
Kuyaxwayisa labona ngumongameli ukuba hayi inkosi akuvunyelwa ukuhambe ithwele amaphepha yena ekhona. Kuthiwa hayi inqindi ingakhala laphana nxa engasenzanga kahle. Uxwayisa ngumongameli.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We now, the chief can take his seat. And I now invite all the headmen and village heads of the
ukukhokhelwa lelizwi kulifuma ukuthi induna engahlabena siza kuya enkosini. Inkosi isitshele, inkosi isikhuthaze. Hlikihliki ungabi hlikihliki. Lero sondele tuzane. Hlikihliki kuya ngapha hlikihliki. Namba abadala basobhuku bayabuya beguqe betshengise ukuthi sekholwa yiyo induna yethu sibili, muye unkokheli wethu, muye uMafu, muye uMaduna.
Come this side. Don't sit behind the chief. To give allegiance and pledge to the installed new chief that you will work with them, we will work with him who has been chosen.
Ngiyabonga baba Tonitshwa ilizwe uPresident Mnangagwa ukuba ngitsho lokho kufitshane nje ukuthi hayi inkosi yethu Maduna Dambisamahubo sikhona apha sikuthene osobhuku nabandlisa ngiyathembisa kusukela namhlanje kuze kwese kufeni kwethu usiza kuhlonipha sisendaweni ezijiyajiyeneyo siza kuhlonipha sisemadibheni sikuhloniphe sisezikolo sikuhloniphe sisemasimini sikuhloniphe sisemngcwabeni ngoba siyakuthanda lapho esihamba khona sicela ukuthi ubobotheke usithande la sizabobotheka sikuthande ngiyathembisa nduna yami siyakuhlonipha kuze kube phakade amen.
Your Excellency, in the presence of the headmen and the chiefs, we now request for everyone to give gifts to the new chief. The new chief is going to be visited by many people at his home, and his wife is going to cook from morning until midnight. So we need gifts from everyone. But obviously, I request you to be the first to give your gifts. Your Excellency, sir.
Wakatesi umongameli welizwe ubaba Mnangagwa nguye oqalayo ukunika isipho. Nansi isipho esimangalisayo esivelela unkokheli yethu ubaba umongameli welizwe.
The Vice President, retired General Chiwenga, and Madam, the Vice President, Colonel retired President Moati, and the congregation, Chief Maduna Tanana, Mina Ibwes, ngiyakuhlonipha akunika ibhizinesi so ishumba indimela shumba ndaba tengo yika ino then ngiyakunika ingwe leyi ngeyakho wena ingwe Nossa, o ramo. Fruto de o ramo, rapaz, Constitution. In briefcase. And there was Igwe. Emans. Nant. In briefcase. Crocodile skin. Ethnic. According to my tradition, I'm the son of Chief Maduna, my son. The chief is given the lion skin
And the junior chiefs are given 2 leopards. So enye leopard skin yakuwe. Utwangwani chairman wekwapha. Mangaliso Ndlovu. Where are you? Mangaliso Ndlovu will bring the other skin yengwe. So uzohlala emaskins yengwe am2. But ingwe yami emabhezi 1. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Your Excellency. I now request the 2 vice presidents, first Vice President Chiwenga to give his gifts, and Vice President Mohadi. Sir. Mrs. Chiwenga, and General Chiwenga have given 10,000 US dollars. Yeah.
Siyabonga baba moyo ukunika induku yakho le yomsitho uthi izwakale baba Koyam Matai baba mina ngizakunikeza kuya nayo ngizakunikeza 10,000 phinde unikeze amathokazi awu5.
Your Excellency, I'll just have few others. We have the Secretary General of the ruling party, Dr. Obed Mbof. He's here. Obviously, he's wearing something similar to the chief. He must give.
Ukukhokheli wami okulapha phambili badala bami. Ngihlonipha lenkosi ubaba uMafu lo mama. Nani lonke mahlabezulu. Mina ngimncane.
Manje uminister sevake emumeni engawugwalisiwe.
Kodwa ngobuncane bami ngifuyile.
Baba Mafu ngiyamathokazi ngizakhalisa babazala ubaba uMohadi nikeza
amathokazi angu5. Awami
ngobrema
ingazwa abadala uzale kumadlamini wazi bakithi ngizizwa ngithayeme kakhulu ukuthi
I want to end with first the President of the National Council of Chiefs before I invite other ministers, including the Minister of State and Minister Stemsonyoni, Dr. Nyonu, who is here. So I'll give to the National Council of Chiefs President and his vice, and I'm sure representing and collecting from all other chiefs. Can I give it to you?
Thank you, Minister, Excellency, Vice Presidents.
present.
Chief Maduna, please can you rush here with our bag of money?
Yeah, he's coming. Okay. While he is coming, may I request Dr. Yoni to say what she wants to give.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu Minister Moyo. Thanda ukuhlonipha umongameli.
First, you must do it first. The chairperson is coming. Hey, yeah, okay. I think we can give.
Lapha njengomzukulu walapha ngizokuthi njengomzukulu nizaletha lami amatokazi amabili ukuthi kusengelwe
Okay, Chief Maduna representing all chiefs.
President Zimbabwe, our Vice President, all protocol observed.
Your Excellency, allow me to invite the Minister of State. Thereafter, I'll request you to take your seats. And meanwhile, all the other people who are here, gifts will continue until tomorrow because you are too many. And there is a big basket which must be full. So after Minister Mube, I'll request you, Your Excellency, to take your seat so that we can end the proceedings.
Siyabonga ngithandwa ngihloniphe guest of honor wethu His Excellency Dr.
D. Mnangagwa.
Ngihloniphe labo Vice President wethu abakhona lapha ubaba uChiwenga lo Mr. Chiwenga lo baba KCD Muhadi nawo wonke ama-members e-Politburo ubaba ubaba Mpofu labanye abakhona lapha izinduna zethu zonke zikhona la wonke ama-ministers lapha
Namasapho wethu athi mina hayi ngimncane kakhulu ngimncane njengemosquito uthi uthena ngobuncane obukhona engilabo nasifana iBhayibheli
It is God blessed to give that to receive. Acts of the Apostles chapter 20 verse 35.
Mina
engilakho
ngizakuthi ubaba the late baba Chief
Maduna
wayengane wami kakhulu
sahlala kakhulu sonke ngaphe
wawangala ikho ke ubuncane bami
ngizaletha
inkomo okulithokazi siyabonga.
Your Excellency, I request you to take your seats so that we can wind down this part of the ceremony.
Baba, kodwayo mashaba ithwale waphosa umkhonto awulandele umalala ndawonye ngithi baba singabantu bakho sizifaka ngaphansi kwakho namhla njengoba vele umthusi sasingelawo sohambile ubaba uveze namhla ukhosi bokuya nabo ubuyile njalo siphakathi umdlalo ukuthi khona sikubuyisele namhla baba Mathayi usibona sinje sibuye wonke bethu utshengisela into yodwa utshengisela ukuthi khona lo othatha ubukhosi kuye wayengumuntu wabantu, wayehlezi kuhlela abanye abantu. Otherwise, i-presidency beyingasoze ibe lapha namhla. So, ungene kwehlangwini ezinkulu kakhulu, but ngithemba njengomuntu owodlwa indoda ifanana lo baba wasithiyayo uMafu awuzakwanisa. Kodwa ungathikazi baba ukusithuma thina singabantu bakho. Wonke umuntu okhona apha upresident noma esithi yena ngowesikhosini but ungaphansi kwenkosi. Akula umuntu ongekho phansi kwenkosi la eZimbabwe. So sonke singabantu bakho baba. So usigcine kuhle. But lathi njengoba lasinika amandla ukuthi sikhulule ilizwe leli sizolinikeza kini kulento eyodwa esicela ukuthi khona lesincede ngayo. Sicela ukuthi khona lisebenze lathi, lisebenze lohulumende, lisebenze lephathi ebusayo. Ngoba konke khona lokho ukubona kusenzakala kuyezwa libandla elibusayo. Alubani asilo bandla elibusayo bese kungasoze kube ngale indlela. So siyacela ukuthi khona ubaxwayise labo abalandeli bakho esibabone lapha ngobuningi babo ukuthi khona kusetshenzwa lohulumende. You work with the government of the day. I usually abbreviate to God, G-O-D, government of the day. So government of the day is ZANU-PF, and the government of the day will always remain ZANU-PF. So siyalicela baba ukuthi khona lesisekele. Ubaba umongameli uthena lo nyaka silokhetho olukhulu lapha elizweni. Ulixwayise ngokuthula ukuthi kube lokuthula, liphume liyovota, livote kuhle. But ngicela ukuthi khona ngale siyovota liyovotela ibandla elakhulula ilizwe leli. And ibandla elikhulula ilizwe leli iZANU-PF. And iZANU-PF yenza ukuthi khona konke lokho elikubonayo kusenzakala iZANU-PF. Yilo ibandla lethu elikhulu elakhulula iZimbabwe. So ngiyalicela ukuthi khona it prevail kuba kulabo elibakhokhelayo bayotshela abantu babo ukuthi khona kuvotelwe iZANU-PF and we want to win resoundingly. Ngengafika lapha ngakhuluma lani baba ngale eFilabusi sikhuluma ukuthi khona amasobhuku ngobani, abanikazi babantu ngobani. So abantu abafuna ukuthi abazayenza ukuthi abantu bayovotela iZANU-PF ngobani. So abantu abazayenza ukuthi khona uyovotela iZANU-PF yini traditional leaders. Ithemba ukuthi khona njengoyinkokeli yamakhosi amaningi labo izinduna eziningi la wena lo Sibasa lo Nduve lamanye lizakwenza ukuthi khona abantu benu libatshele ukuthi bayovota. We want to win resoundingly. Ngoba ilizwe leli ayisilo ilizwe labantu abachansayo. Ilizwe labantu abalezibini. I was very happy ukuthi khona lasuka khona le Natal back there. Lingabantu abalwayo. Lokho lami ngiyakuthakezelela. By the way, abanye balitshele ukuthi ngobani mina ngithiwa nguMuhadi lebizo lami lelo kodwa lilokuhambela kwani kwempi Muhadi in Sotho means ikawe. That's what it means. So Ikawe was born at Zelwe. But it also means that now silo lapana empini ulikawe kukhona okwenzayo wabadubula abantu bawele phansi ubanyathele, you trample on them. It also means the trampler. So ngithanda ukuthi khona ngithi lokhana savumelana khona esabopha khona kube yikho mzukwana president ezasitshela ukuthi khona siyavota nini siyavumelana kodlwayo omuhle unjani kodlwayo omuhle malala ndawonye ondlebe ezikhanyilanga siyabonga.
I now request and plead with the Chief Charumbira to be as short as he is tall.
I represent traditional leaders. I stand here to represent traditional leaders. The office of chief, the office of Umlisa, headman, and also Buku. Those three levels. We have only a 3-layer structure. That is what I'm representing here. And I'm here to bear testimony to the installation of Chief Maduna this afternoon.
Nimelele osobhuku balo izingatsha ezintathu izinduna headman kumbe abadlisa labo sobhuku phinde obele izinduna izingatsha ezintathu. So namhlanje ngizofakaza ukugcotshwa kwenduna yethu ubaba uMafu.
Mafu, and I need to go back to the full name. Dambisamahubo Mafu, Chief Maduna, our good colleague. Okay. Your Excellency, this is one of our, if not the only greatest day in the institution of traditional leaders. Since independence, of course, I can't say before that, we didn't expect this honor, of course, before independence. But since independence, this is the greatest day for the institution.
Ilangaleli mongameli baba president liqhakathe kakhulu kithi thina njengabo izinkokheli zomdawo sikhangela ukusuka ku 1980 umbusazwe sutholwa liqhakatheke kakhulu ilanga lona leli.
So we are here to say amhlope, congratulations makorokoto to our colleague.
Silapha ukuthi sizothi amhlope makorokoto komunye wethu ubaba uDambisamahubo Mafu.
Of course, on his appointment and on his installation. On his appointment and on installation. His installation.
Sibongela ukugcotshwa kwakhe njalo lokuthi anikezwe ukuthi abe yinduna.
Two things stand out in honor of this installation. One, it is that this weather, Your Excellency, has a meaning.
Nkokheli mongameli kulezinto ezimbili kithi ngasi ngakhangela okoqala ngumphakathi umomukhathi.
The weather means this event has been blessed by our ancestors and God himself.
Umkhathi utsho ukuthi abangaphansi abahamba kudala bayabusisa into yona leyi.
We are also proud that the highest office on the land has graced the occasion.
Siyabonga njalo ukuthi office enkulu kuleli lizwe lakithi ifikile yazobusisa lokhu.
Like Your Excellency said, it has never happened and it has happened for a special reason and it may never happen again.
njengokutsho kwakhe umongameli ukuthi kwenzakele kanye akwazange kwenzakele wathembisa njalo ukuthi akusoze kwenzakale kutshengisa ukuthi into le iqhakatheke kakhulu.
But we are very proud. We are very, very proud. One, you are the one, Your Excellency, who appoints chiefs in this country.
Siyathaba kakhulu ngoba wena nguwe ogcotsha izinduna esizweni sakithi iZimbabwe.
Without the signature of President Mnangagwa, you can't be a chief in this country.
Kungela isignature yakho ubaba Mnangagwa akusoze waba uchief umuntu.
You appoint so many people, but out of those you appoint, there are, vice presidents, ambassadors, ministers. But for the chiefs, we are more than almost 300. Because we are 300, we cannot be all installed. Otherwise, the only work you'll be doing every month is to install chiefs. So for practical reasons, you cannot go out there to install every chief.
Sikangele ukuthi ngawugcotsha abantu banenge obakhangela ukuthi bangene endaweni ezitshiyeneyo. Lathi njengezinduna siyafika 300 siyedlule. Kodwa akusoze kwenzakala ukuthi ugcotshe yonke induna ifake isignature yakho ngoba ungafuna ukuthi ukwenze njalo awusoze balilanga lokuphumula.
However, your being the guest of honor here is befitting because this is an office that belongs to you.
Ukuba kwakho lapha umongameli kuqhakatheke kakhulu njalo kuyinto enhle ngoba le into yamasobhuku le izinkokeli zomdabu iofisi yakho.
Your presence here, even once in so many decades, in fact, is sending a very clear message to all people of this country that this office of chief is a very high office in this country.
Ukuba kwakho lapha even ubekanye sokuleminyaka eminingi kutshengisa kakhulu ukuthi iofisi le yezinduna iqhakatheke kakhulu kuleli lizwe.
The installation by His Excellency is a demonstration of the highest respect and dignity to this institution.
Khonoko ukugcotshwa kwezinduna lakho kuba kwakho lapha umongameli kutshengisa ukuthi uyahlonipha lokuthi iofisi yena leyi yabezinduna kumele iqhakathiswe kakhulu.
It's a statement to the people of Zimbabwe to respect this institution.
Kutsho kini mahlabezulu kumele lihloniphe iofisi yabantu zomdabu.
Because Maduna, my message to you is to say you are welcome to the institution.
Baba Maduna siyakwemukela kule inkundla siyakwemukela ku abantu abakhangela zomdabu kwizinduna.
You come in at a time when our own culture is under threat by influences from other countries. So let's work together to ensure that our culture, our customs are not only restored but preserved. Ensure that we protect our culture, our environment, of course, amasiko, ensure food security, ensure development in your area. And as you are aware, you have judicial functions, ensure peace and order in your area. Use your judicial functions, your courts, to ensure that those that are guilty are judged as such, and those that are not guilty are acquitted as such. Your father, we worked with your father. He was a very fair person who we all adored. And even up to now, we miss him a lot. But with you being sworn in now, we happily say our Maduna is back. Thank you very much.
Okokuqala mfisa ukubonga umongameli umsebenzi omuhle ongaka owenzileyo. Angilaqinisa ukuthi ngokuqala mbona ngazani lo ingcengo wesibili ukuthi awenze eZimbabwe. uthe khuluma wathi mina lo Chief Charumbira singabi kuthiwa kuyini jealous, but ngifuna ukumtshela ukuthi silayo ijealous, silayo mongameli ohloniphekayo. Thina abanye sagcotshwa ngesikhathi se-regime, labanye abagcotshwe ngemva kwe-independence. Siyafisa ukuthi ngabe kuyaphindwa futhi kusenziwa nguwe. Kodwa kungaba nzima ukuthi sonke sigcotshwe kabili eZimbabwe. Siyabonga umsebenzi omuhle kangaka osukele phansi ukuthi uzoba lathi. Siyabonga abemuli yakoMafu, abathe bona bahlala phansi bahle bathi yena uMafu engakakhethi ukuthi abe induna abe nguye obambelayo. Kwathi lanxa isikhathi sesifikile ukuba nathathe umsebenzi kayise kwaba ngumsebenzi olula. Kulezi insuku umongameli ohloniphekayo akulula ukuthi sikhethe izinduna kuloku xabana phakathi izimuli zibangisana, kodwa kule imuli kube lula kakhulu ukuthi bamkhethe othatha indawo kababa uMafu uyisomzalayo. Siyabonga kini lonke zakhamizi. Angilasho ukuthi izakhamizi zalapha zonke lezi eziningi kangaka, but yathemba ukuthi kulabanye njalo abavele mhlawumbe kwezinye indawo. Siyabonga kakhulu lonke lithe lisizwa lumsebenzi walamhlanje lasuka ngobunengi benu laba khona lapha. Siyabonga kakhulu angazani inkosi ngalibusisa lekubuyeleni kwenu ezindaweni zenu ezitshiyeneyo.
For being with us with the two vice presidents, siyabonga. You cannot just leave this place. This is Matebelele in the South, Catholic country. We are, as Mat South, are going to give these gifts as follows. Baba Mnangagwa, there's an ox and a heifer. Zikone moten lapana. Sicela ukuzimpululu. Ubaba utole inkunzi letokazi. Ubaba uVP Chiwenga simpile la iheifa itokazi. Impululu ubaba VP Mohadi la ulipiwe itokazi. Siyabonga. Minister of Local Government, today you are not very conspicuous, so we'll give you a goat. Ezandleni. By the way, it's okay.